Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long Blues 1975. YouTubers on the rise, reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long Blues 1975.
This is Outrun on the PC Engine, released by NEC in 1990. Obviously, the original game was released by Sega in the arcades in 1986, and it is a seminal super scaler, one of the best super scalers made of all time. Pretty sure you need no introduction to Outrun. I've played it on this channel on absolute shit ton of versions that you can play it on. I even played it on the PC Engine a few years ago, going back a bit when I compared it to the arcade and the Mega Drive version, and I was playing it on my Kinhank GP430, which is a portable, but when you plug it into the TV, the sound still comes out of the actual handheld unit. But you know me, I absolutely adore my knockoff TAT, especially my Chinese knockoff TAT, especially my handheld. So I wanted to do a video of this, and I wanted it to be in the video by itself because this is my favourite home port of Outrun. I adore the Mega Drive version, I really do, and I absolutely love the Sega Master System version, I do. And I even have a soft spot for the Spectrum version, especially if you play around with the settings and emulation and make it run at a decent speed. And I know that the Sega Saturn version is arcade perfect. Well, it's better than arcade perfect if you unlock the 60 frames a second mode. But for me, these games are always best when you play them on a system, especially back in the day when this generation of consoles came out and we were promised arcade perfection. And even as kids, we knew we weren't going to get it. But there is something special about playing it on hardware that had no chance of doing anything close to the arcade, because obviously this does not have sprite scaling hardware. That's what I like about these old systems, especially as an adult. So this is my favourite version. I remember seeing the screenshots of it in CVG and drooling over it, and obviously it never came out on the Mega Drive until 1991. Obviously that's only a year after this, but it should have been a launch title. But this version is better, controversial, than the Mega Drive. A couple of reasons, but we'll talk about that when we get into it. But I haven't played it in ages, so I'm going to suck at it. Right, so game start. Got the music selection screen. It's not actually giving us samples of the music, and the steering wheel's on the wrong side of the car. And I never knew Ferrari dashboards was so basic. Right. So accelerate. Bottom left hand corner of the screen is my speed and stuff and my gear. We do gear by pressing up and down on the D-pad. Top of the screen is all the information. It's outside of the screen. But look at it. Look at him blocking me off. First things first, the colour is closer to the arcade on this than the Mega Drive version, and to be fair, you would expect that because the PC Engine has way more colours and way more on-screen colours. Second of all, the car in this is just easily, I'm in low. Problem with accelerating with the D-pad is you will constantly accidentally change gear when you do not want to. But shite. Yeah, the car in it is just an absolutely fantastic model of the arcade. Okay, oh no, I'm in high. White's highlight. I'm doing terrible. Where's my time? Top left. And the music's superb on this. I mean, that's basically down to choice, which you think has the best music between this and all the Mega Drive. It certainly goes at a fair pace. Ooh. Yeah, that bit's a bit meh. But it generally does that on sort of PC Engine and 8-bit consoles. But fuck, that's because I keep changing that accidentally. It just looks superb. Look at that car. I mean, there's not much in it, I guess. The car on the Mega Drive looks flat and wide. And I guess it's a subjective personal taste thing, but I just love the way the car looks in this. Option. Normal. I know. I want to see some. I want you to see some of the game. It's not going to help with the crap pad that I'm using for this. So, well, to be fair, like I said, if you ever use, well, it's a fault of these systems, isn't it? Because if you ever use, you had to use the. There we go. up and down D-pad to up and down D-pad. You know what I mean? D-pad to accelerate. Accelerate. Change. Can we change that? No, we can't. And also, it's doing a great job at faking sprite scaling. Whoa! Nice Porsche. I hate it when people say Porsche. It's a pet peeve of mine. I know. It's like the grammar police and shit, but it just is. This is going some fucking rates, isn't it? Look at it. Some knots, if you will. Harry Clappers, indeed. Hang on, I changed them to low again. It's, yeah. Keep an eye on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, Dave. Unfortunately, by doing that, it does mean that shit's going to find my face quite frequently. This is just superb. Honestly, this looks fantastic. Sounds fantastic. Outrun is more of an experience, isn't it, than a full-on racing game, I would say. Look, we've just broken, like, the fourth wall. We're in Outrun, but there are Outrun cabinets at the side of the screen. Whoa, that's deep. That's meta. Right, hang on. That wasn't helping, wasn't it? 17 seconds left. Left is the easiest routes, isn't it? I've noticed by putting it on easy, we've immediately lost half the traffic. It's like the apocalypse has happened. Oh, no. Survivors. Lead cars. See what I did there? Look at this! I would say this is the best looking fake sprite scaler on the PC Engine. Ignore the holes in the roof. It just goes at a rate. Oh, this sounds great. It sounds amazeballs. I mean, what's your favourite version of Outrun on any console ever? And if you were a Mega Drive boy, do you prefer that version to this? Again, it's purely subjective. But if you do, you're wrong. Oh, was that Outrun? Outrun, was that? Hang on. Oh, I'm in low again. Shit. Got to keep an eye on that. Oh. So you don't just fly out your car. That's good to know. Should there be a delay there? Is that an emulation thing? And where's the bird this feather came from? God, these time limits are tight. My awful driving's not helping. Oh, hang on. Scheisenballs. I guess then, let's go to the right so you can see some more of this. But this is great. Look at it. I mean, if you loved the arcade back in the day and this was all you had, I don't think this got a North American release, did it? By all means, correct me if I'm wrong. But you would have been well happy with this. You would have been happy as tits. Thank you. Start. Splash wave. Listen to my car. It does sound like an angry wasp. At least you actually get the proper start screen there. That was a poor gear shift. I am aware. Look at it when you go from left to right. I love the fact that the prancing pony does move. Obviously, is that a limitation of how the sprites work? Don't know. Still like it. Whoa! I'm still in high, I'm still in high. Ooh! Little dab of the brakes there. I like the fact that your lights come on. I mean, they do in all versions. That's cool, though. Isn't it? It's little things like that that, back in the day in the arcades, made you realise that this was a cut above. Oh, I'm in low again. Shite. It's such a loose D-pad. It's a whore of a D-pad, if you know what I mean. It's the village bike of D-pads. It's that loose. Come on, that was funny. Again, I'm not sure what the delay is there. Was that on the original? I'd have to fire up with King Hank GP430 to check that out. It is a fantastic handheld. I have a review of it if you want to see it. Right, go to the right. Got 11 seconds. It's going to end in tears. Yoink. Again, look at your car. It's just amazeballs. Oh, it's the shredded wheat valley. I mean, this pisses all over the Amiga, but to be fair, the Amiga version was just... Was it an ST port? It was just a cash-in. Horrible. Could have done a far better version. Wouldn't have been anywhere near as good as this. Games like this, the PC Engine shat all over the Amiga. before, though, all you kids out there with Amigas, chill, the Amiga was a computer, it was way more capable in other departments, but when it came to out-and-out games, sorry, PC Engine wiped the floor with it, and it was 8-bit. I know everyone chucks that around. Obviously 16-bit GPU. But the point is, it was 8-bit, if we're going to go on sheer bits alone, because we all did back in the day, didn't we? It's all about bits. This looks great. I'll shut up about saying that now. Bollocks. 9 seconds. Oh, poor gear change. If I had a better pad, I'd be better at it. That's a pathetic excuse, I am aware of that. But it's true, as I said, this is the village slapper of pads. It's that fucking loose. Anyway, as always, I'd love to know what you think, especially if this is your favourite version of Outrun. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.